Hi everyone, it's Kim from Affordably Crafty. And today on Yarnie Yule, I am going to be making some Plarn plastic yarn. What you need for this project is, I'm using Dollar Tree tablecloths. So I got two of them, one in red, one in green. I'm using my Omni Grid ruler, but you can use whatever ruler you have at home. I'm choosing to use a rotary cutter, but you can do this with scissors. It's just going to take you a little longer. And then two Dollar Tree cutting mats that I have lined up next to each other. If you're new here, my channel is all about teaching you to stretch your craft dollar and be affordably crafty. Please like, subscribe, and share this video so your friends can learn to be affordably crafty too. Alright, I'm going to take these tablecloths out of the plastic and I'll be right back. So what you're going to do is you're going to set up your Dollar Tree tablecloth on whatever cutting surface you're using, but I'm using two Dollar Tree cutting mats. I like that it has a grid pattern here so I can easily align this, and then I have my Omni cutting thing, and what I'm going to be doing is going one square per strip. And so what I've done is I haven't even unfolded it. I just put it so the folded sides are here, so we'll get longer strips. That'll give us less to have to tie together. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna make sure this is lined up. And this doesn't have to be exactly perfect, just as long as it's kind of. I'm gonna cut this with the rotary cutter and I'll be right back. So that cut that really easily. I just had to do one pass. So I'm going to continue to make my strips on the red, and then I will make my strips on the green, and I will be back with you in a few moments. See you. The nice thing about using these Dollar Tree cutting mats is that I don't have to constantly move the plastic. I just move the ruler over until I get to here, and then I'm going to need to move it. But it's definitely a time saver. Alright, see you in a minute. Okay, so I have gotten all of my strips. Now what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start tying one red, one green, one red, one green. Now the important thing is when you tie that you don't pull too tight because this will stretch, it's plastic. So I'll see you back in a little bit. Bye. So I started putting together my bucket of strips to make my Plarn, and I'm just going to show you how to pull apart these. Almost all of them are going to have clean cut sides, but there's going to be a couple that have rounded sides, so you're going to end up with double the thickness. I wouldn't stress about that. I really didn't feel like breaking out the scissors and cutting it up the middle. You can if you want to, but since I'm making a basket with this, I really don't think it's going to make a difference. So what you're going to do is you're going to open this up into one long strip. Just shake it out. And then you're going to separate these. I usually just rub my hand over it and it separates. So in this, you're going to have 4 strips. Now I'm choosing to separate mine. If you want to get more tablecloths and have it be stronger, you can keep the 4 sections together. That would be faster for sure, but you wouldn't have as much length. So for today, I'm going to be separating it since I'm making a basket. I don't plan on it holding a lot of weight. So they'll have 3, sorry, I'm out of frame. So they'll have 3 sections, and I'm just going to pull them apart. They really do come apart quite easily. I'm just happy there's such long sections. When I make t-shirt yarn, it really does turn into a piecemeal project at a certain point. So this is nice. This will look nice when it's crocheted or worked up into something. Okay, so now I have them all separated, and I'm going to tie them together. Now what I did, so I have it alternating between green and red, is I just took it and I tied it 3 times with a little tiny end here. I'm going to make sure these are on the inside of my basket when I crochet. And just like I said, don't pull too tight because it's plastic, it will stretch. Okay, I'm going to keep making my Plarn, and I'll see you back when I'm done. See you in a little bit. another tip, you want to make sure you put this Plarn, once it's prepared, into a plastic vessel or receptacle, because if you put it in something that is a woven basket, I guarantee you it will get caught, snagged, grabbed, and it'll be just a big old PIA. So put it in a plastic thing. Save yourself the hassle and the stress. Okay, be right back. So this is how the basket turned out of the tablecloth Plarn. I think it turned out pretty good. The biggest problem I had with it was you can't do a cinched circle with it. It will not pull and be tight. So I had to leave a long tail, and then at the end I just wove it back and forth to close up the bottom of the basket. There was a big hole here, this big, until I did that. And then it's also really important that you weave in your ends when you go and do your rounds of your single crochet. This is based off a Jada and Stitches pattern for her baby basket. I'll link it down below. But yeah, I only used probably, I don't know, an eighth of the Plarn I made. So this is something that could, 2 tablecloths go a really long way, I guess. But this is really cute. I'm happy with how it came out. And then on the top I just did some slip stitch to make it look a little bit more finished. But the other problem with the Plarn was that it really fatigues your hands, because it catches and it gets, you have to really pull it through, but you can't pull it too hard because you're going to rip it. So it takes kind of a lot of concentration. And I would not suggest using a Susan Bates hook on this, because I tried to use a Susan Bates hook and it made a hole in my plastic and it would just get caught, because I feel like that inline hook, it's too sharp. So I would go with a boy style hook. I used one of my cheapos off Amazon, a 4.5 millimeter hook. So yeah, this is definitely a trial run for this. I think it came out good. I will be doing more with this Plarn technique. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions in the comments down below. But I definitely think this is a win for a cost of probably 25 cents. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and please like, subscribe, and share with your friends so you can learn how to stretch your craft dollar and be affordably crafty. Have a creative day, everyone. Bye.